Good evening once again, everybody. Welcome into our last race of our second to last night of the regular season. That almost brings a tear to my eye and a choke to my throat saying, I can't believe it's almost over. So close. I'm not looking forward to it or anything, kind of, but let's be real honest here. It's been a long season. It's almost over. We got 4 races left tomorrow night after this last one here this evening. On the left-hand side, we got Pokedude97, your Green Bay representative, and he's taking on his division winner, FullMetalGambit, on the right-hand side, the Chicago representative. So everybody say what's up to these guys. Let me get you a link into both of their channels here, which, if I were typing, would have worked already. So there's a link for you coming up at catguard.net. Say what's up to Pokedude and to FullMetalGambit. They're off and racing. Best of luck to you guys. Excuse me again on this. We're going to do a best 2 out of 3 race using Isaac in the same Platinum God save file with everything unlocked in it. So every single item's available to him except for the 7 banned items I'm about to list out here. You're not allowed to take any of these. You can re-roll them though with your D6, and these are the only 7 you can do it with. Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, Ipecac, Dead Sea Scrolls, Holy Bible, Toothpicks, and the Shovel, all banned items. You can D6 any of those, nothing else though. Everything else is take it or leave it. And again, we'll race through the womb too. Whoever kills off Mom's heart first is going to get that point down at the bottom of the screen. Best 2 out of 3 means we'll reset both racers at that point and start them from scratch. Alright, Pinky Shears. Looks like we got 2 good items to run with at the exact same time there. So Pinky Shears for Pokedude is going to cut your head off from the rest of your body. You, still fly around with your head shooting out tears. Body runs around the room trying to damage anything it contacts. And poor Gambit can't take Guppy's paw, isn't going to take the razor anyways. That would have cost him a heart just to buy, and damaged him for a heart to up his damage for every room he used it in. And again, Harlequin Baby floating around behind him, shoots out V-pattern tears. You see those red tears on the screen are coming from it. And if they both make contact, you're doing pretty decent damage with that. Yeah, I've seen everything class is very useful, but at the same point, it's still random in their help, or in their effectiveness, I should say. Their helpfulness, not the word I'm looking for. The effectiveness on those, very, very good, but it's in question because it doesn't always necessarily take you to, like towards your boss fights or your item rooms, for example. So not always going to get you the best of stuff in your secret rooms. We'll find out what Gambit's got in his here. In this case, 3 cents. There's your point. Like, maybe that doesn't help you so much. Yeah, he just gave a big fat thumbs down to that secret room. And Poke's going to move on into his first boss fight. We got Famine, so there's the Pinky Shears usage. You'll, at some point, see the body figure out it's supposed to go after the boss. There we go. But let's all say, to Famine if you would. And melting through that. Again, a lot of damage coming out of that body off of the Pinky Shears. 1 cube of meat for Pokedude. It's going to orbit around him, blocking shots and damaging anything it contacts. Gambit into his second item room. Going to pick up Cupid's Arrow. That's... Jesus Christ. I can't talk today. Whatever. Who gives a crap? Anyways, piercing shots on Gambit's side. Jesus Lord Almighty, Crumbs. Learn what you're doing. I need more sleep. This is why I'm glad the regular season's almost over, guys. I'm gonna get so much more sleep and be coherent for the playoffs. I don't even... Just what? What is sleep? One thing we didn't check on there specifically was exactly how much damage that did, but we did a Mythbusters episode, which I just linked up in chat too. So all sorts of stuff gets, I don't want to say disproven, but it gets proven as far as like, money equals power actually takes 99 cents to cap out. Things of that nature. We found out exactly how much damage not every type of item does, but a lot of them. So we proved that, like, there's more damage on Polyphemus than Sacred Heart. Things of this nature. So if you check that out, it's long, and there's a lot of stuff in there. But if you skip on through it, you'll find some of the, the pertinent stuff. You'll see when we skip over stuff you may already know, so on and so forth. But again, there's like 5 hours of myth busting going on. Ooh, Dad's Key, another interesting item here. Gambit's actually very happy about this. That could come in very handy right now. Let's see, he's going to pop it right here, most likely. Ooh, actually just going to wait and see. Apparently not even going to bother with spending hearts on a Devil Dealer, seeing if there is a God Room. Nothing here for him anyways. So breakfast, 1 more health container. Dad's Key, every 2 rooms is going to recharge for you. Excuse me, and it's going to allow you to open any door that would open after combat, so there have to be enemies alive in the room. But let's say that in this room, Gambit doesn't want to be in here. You could hit Dad's key, walk out either door, and also go into the challenge room up above if he wanted to. Because again, after he kills all these off, watch all the doors open. Same theory with Dad's key. Now think about these uses. Let's say that Gambit gets into an XL floor. Now let's say that he gets a really nasty first boss fight that he doesn't want. He could pop open either of those doors and walk right on into his second boss fight, skipping right over one of them. More importantly, he could save it for the second one in that case, or any normal floor boss fight. Use it in the boss fight and force open either the Devil Deal or God Room door that could have possibly been there. Ah, there you go, Vendor with the answer for you. Level 4 Meat Boy does 5.5 damage a tick, which is 2 over your base tier damage. Pinking Shears does 7, which is double your base tier damage, so more on Pinking Shears' body than on level 4 Meat Boy. There's your answer. And again, if you're wondering how we're checking this, I'll look up Spider Mod for you. I think it just did Spider, if not, it's Spider Mod. We'll find out in a second. I did it wrong. There's what we were looking for. So he just put out a new version of that as well, too. So that's what we were using. It's technically speaking the cheat engine, but you can find out all sorts of really good information with that, too, by turning on, like, the enemy health bars and your damage dealing messages. Alright, Pokedude add his item room here for Caves 1. Yeah, jeez, these items. Lemon Mishap, so that would spill lemonade, we'll say, in that circle on the ground. Any enemies that would walk through it would actually take damage. Definitely not as good as his Pinky Shears, though. So taking that heading on, looking for the same boss fight that Gambit just came across here. Well, one of, I should say. So like I was saying, in an XL floor, maybe you don't want to fight this boss. Gambit's going to, because he gets a really cheap item as far as time spent goes. So he's going to go ahead and kill off the Hollow here, but he could have skipped it if he wanted to, popping into the next boss fight room. Instead, he's going to use Dad's key most likely in there and try to force open the God Room or Devil Deal if one exists. And on into his second boss fight, we got Peep. There's Dad's key. No such luck on opening up those rooms. Oh, you guys will have a ton of fun with that. If you haven't messed around with Spider Mod yet, that can give you a lot of interesting practice, too. There's method. Let me try that again. There's a mode, I should say, that you can turn on where it's nothing but champion enemies the entire run. So you're talking like rooms like, you know, the boss fights here that Poke and Gambit are both in because Poke just walked into his face of Blighted Ovamon Caves 1. Wow, I can't talk tonight now. Anyways, it would turn them into champion forms. The real interesting part is, any normal room, it would turn every single enemy also into champion enemies, so you can get a lot of good, cool stuff to do with that, and you get to see a lot of good practice. Alright, a little bit of speed up with the belt. Poke did get lucky with a Devil Deal here, in which, wow, 2 Guppy items. He can't take the paw, though. Both of them got screwed by this. That's terrible. So, again, not wanting to replace his Space Use item, he would have with Guppy's paw, but Poke gonna leap behind Guppy's head there as well. So 2 Guppy items left behind means we're not getting a Guppy for Poke. Aw, that's terrible, but has to happen sometimes. Either way, Infestation for Gambit, I had forgotten to mention. If he gets hit, he spawns a Friend Till the End attack fly that'll home in and do damage for him. And again, doesn't want anything to do with Telepathy for Dummies. I don't think we've seen one person take it with him this year. That would have given him homing shots for the room he was in. So that's what was left behind in his item room here on Depths 1. He's going to move on just looking for his boss fight. Another interesting room. Let's say the Gambit wanted back out of a challenge room after picking up an item. Dad's key. Door open. Gone. Problem solved. And of course, Poke gets some of the nastier, and I hate these things. They never open up when you actually want them to, and then when you're not lined up to shoot them, they do. I hate turrets. And of course, if you're firing at them, they won't ever open, so you have to kind of move side to side to open them up most times. There we go. Just that one little move is enough. Ooh, Poke just went straight back, though, and got shot by him, so Poke down back to the beginning. Speaking of those Guppy items, nope, not happening on Gambit's side. I just saw that nope reaction on him. So no chance of that one. That would have been 9 lives of 1 red heart apiece on that 9 lives dead cat. No thanks. Gambit's got 4 health containers right now. That would have been a heck of a loss for him there. Alright, Virus. So now again, Gambit's got Poison Touch, and like I said, Dad's Key's gonna get him right back out of this room. So not expecting an item there, actually wound up with an actual halfway decent thing. Anything that walks into Gambit now, again, he's building somewhat of a tank build. Not only does he spawn a fly with Infestation, but he's also gonna get himself a, poison damage dealt to enemies that make contact with him. And if I'd stop biting my tongue, I could complete sentences in one fell swoop. It'd be kinda nice. Alright, that sack of pennies definitely not useful. Poke's gonna reset this one. Yeah, I love this use. Gambit wants no part of that room he was in. Problem is, now he's not going to be able to force open a God Room or Devil Deal. I don't think he'll cry about it, because he has found his boss fight. He's only going to get the full charge after he kills... Oh, God. After he kills off the bloat. I hate this boss. Everybody does. But you'll notice what Gambit's going to do here. Safest way to fight this boss is at the very top of the room. He cannot double Brimstone upwards. So you'll notice if Gambit goes directly in front or directly to the side of bloat, he'll double Brimstone. So what he's going to do is try to lure him down to the bottom by jumping. May take a little bit of extra time. Wow, and if he'd stop spawning blood everywhere, there'd be somewhere Gambit could actually go to fire at him. Nonetheless, waiting for him to go down to the bottom, you are so much safer. You don't get much time, but you're a lot safer with it. Poke into his first boss fight, grab Book of Shadows, by the way. That's 12 seconds of invincibility whenever he uses it. Once again, we got Famine, so the ever-popular needs to be said. Come on, bloat. There we go. I was wondering if he was going to jump again. Jesus. Alright, there's that cube of meat again for Poke. He's on down to his second floor. Come on, bloat. There we go. And with all that blood, Gambit has to wait it out, dodge those eyeballs, and hope for the best here. Just a little bit more damage. Will he stay at the bottom? Of course not. Why would the bloat be a bro? There's that double Brimstone. That's what you gotta watch out for. And yes, you can curve shots up there, but it's not the safest or easiest thing to do, so Gambit's just gonna wait this out again. It's been working fine for him to this point. From that side, he could have actually curved it. Ooh, I's taking cheap shots again. There we go. So another health container for Gambit, a little bit of a heal. And he'll be moving on down to depths 2. Really, bot's not going to respond to that one, huh? Jesus. Ah, it just doesn't see me. Alright, Gambit internal compasses himself over to his boss fight. First things first, though, again, if you go into that Depths 2 boss fight, you're done with the floor unless you can teleport back out. And with no way to do that for Gambit, and a golden key, meaning infinite keys for this floor, he's gonna go find that item room first. And again, with only one more way to go, I think we know what direction to head. Let's go to the right. Alright, Poke's gonna focus on his boss fight before worrying about his item here. There's that 12 seconds of invincibility again with Book of Shadows. Ooh, Kane's Eye now as Gambit's gambling a little bit here. So let's see which he winds up taking first. Kane's Eye would be a 25% chance on the next floor that he walks onto, and any floor thereafter, that first room, it's gonna reveal the entire, compass effect for you. But again, only a 1 in 4 chance. Mom's Pearl would have been 10% more chance of Soul Heart spawns. Alright, 1 health container, a little bit of damage for Poke. Now we'll backtrack, find that item room for him. And sooner or later, we'll find this item room for Gambit as well. It's got to be here somewhere. Let's try this way. Alright, 1 extra room on top. Very nice. So Distant Admiration Attack Fly, that's the one that hangs really close to you, so you see the pun in the name, might I add. But again, you see that Attack Fly will work out very well for anything getting near to Poke, especially with that 12 seconds of invincibility he's got with Book of Shadows. That's a pretty nice combo. And now flying with Transcendence as well. So this actually is going to work out beautifully for him. These have been a great couple of first floors for Poke's new run. Let's see, Gambit's going to wind up taking Necronomicon with him out of that library. We'll see if maybe that gets replaced with something else. Not a bad item, though. It's almost infinite use of death cards. Again, it takes a lot of rooms to recharge that, but death cards are handy in that they can clear out some pretty nasty rooms instantaneously for you. And there's the item. And just like this, like I said, there's Necronomicon being used. Gambit hoping to replace it, I would assume. No such luck, though. Bombag's going to spawn a bomb or two every couple of rooms he clears out. And he'll be working his way back over to Mom's Foot on the other side of the map. Matchstick on Pokedude97 is going to give him more chance of bomb spawns. Not a bad thing, seeing as he's holding on to a whopping 1 at the moment. Mind you, Gambit's only got 3, so it's not like he's looking any better. But again, always want that extra chance of either keys or bombs. Both are extremely handy. Probably more looking to find bombs like Poke's going to get here, though, so that's going to work out well on his. Got Gambit, though, moving into his Mom's Foot fight, as I was saying. Already about halfway through this regular version. This is what originally came with the game. There's 2 other variant versions of this now with the expansion. And again, those get, well, one of them's way easier, one of them's way tougher in my opinion. And again, about the middle difficulty here. You get a bunch of enemy spawns, just have to worry about taking them out. Strength card on Gambit's side is going to give him plus to all of his stats just for the remainder of this room, but he keeps the red heart heal that he got. So he'll stay at 4 red hearts filling these containers. Yeah, what's up, Kissinator? Good to see you. Finishing off, we got Wooden Spoon, more speed increase for Gambit. Looks like Polaroid, tough call. Polaroid or Kane's Eye for that possible compass. Polaroid it is. So if Gambit gets down to half a red heart, that'll give him a 5-second damage shield every time he takes that damage. And again, we've already seen Guppy's paw show up, so we know that there's no way he's replacing all these hearts. And Poke into another real fun boss fight here. He's got, Headless Horseman already ripped through the head portion of this. And now he's just dealing with the horse flying around. There's the last little bit of his invincibility shield. He was putting really good use of that attack fly and orbital with the cube of meat. So both of those doing some pretty good damage for him. Able, as you see, basically doing the opposite of him. Firing left when he fires right, moving left when he moves right. But all those laying some damage down. He's already got flying, so he's going to keep that Book of Shadows. I like that choice by Poke. Doesn't need the flying, obviously. Movement speed, yes, helpful. But again, the invincibility with Book of Shadows would have gotten left behind in favor of that pony, which would have given him a charge ability and movement speed only. He's already got Transcendence, no need. That's not going to get replaced. Your body does not show back up. Oh, damn right, Foom. And thank you, man. Wow, oh god, there's 3 telepills, and look at this. This is why we love teleporting in this league, guys. Mind you, Poke was at his item room and probably would have liked to have gotten that first. Now he's got a long way to backtrack if he wants this, but he teleported directly over to his boss fight. So again, this is why we like these things in this league. They've been paying off really, really well this year, and again, Poke's gonna make his way back over towards that item room and probably grab another telepill out of there, too. Gotta love when those things happen. Again, though, FullMetalGambit, again, on his Womb 1, Utero wants the expansion version of the floor. So he's got tougher enemies, should have been tougher layouts, but he immediately finds his way on over to his boss fight. And again, in the Womb, there's no item rooms, there's no stores, so you're really just looking for the boss fights here. What's up, Rev? Totally haven't said hi to you yet either. That's on me, but how you doing, man? I'm terrible with this some days. So let's see, Gambit gonna walk on in, phase Loki 2, so pretty easy boss fight here. There you see the good damage being done. There's 2 bosses, technically speaking, in here, 2 parts of the same boss. Both of them take that equal damage coming off of Necronomicon. Same thing goes with the death card, so Gambit dealt a lot of early damage, a good 20% if you will. I don't know the exact number, but it looked about 20%-ish. Anyways, melting on through here. Last little bit for Loki 2. We'll have 1 floor left on Gambit's side. Wow, these machines not being nice, giving any heals over to Poke. But he'll get on over to his item room finally. Check this out. Emperor card. Gambit doesn't even have a Womb 2 floor to worry about now. Ooh, Sad Onion. Very nice find for Poke. Might as well take another telepill. He's actually going to see if he can't get an I Am Error Room. I know what Poke's going for. I like this move, too. He knows he's got a lot of time to make up, seeing if he can't just skip over this boss fight and happen to get another free item out of an I Am Error Room. We've seen a few this week. Ah, no such luck. So, being on over towards this boss fight, now Poke's going to head in. I like that move. I really like that move. Also, why has Gambit not used his Emperor card? What do you want? What are you looking for? You have an Emperor card on the Womb, too. Emperor card, by the way, teleports you directly to your boss fight. Awesome, dude. Good. Good to hear. Good to hear. So Poke on down to his depths, getting a loading screen error, which usually kind of says that might be an XL floor waiting for him. We'll find out on the other side of this. Ooh, Gambit getting cornered here. Why have you not popped your Emperor card? Because you're just taking stupid damage. By the way, we only raced through the Womb 2 in the league. Ooh, there we go. There's that XL floor finally showing up on Poke's side. Flash is a douchebag with its loading time sometimes. This is why I can't wait for Rebirth to come out. Awesome. Because I forgot I had it, so now he knows he has it. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. I knew he had that one other half hour. He was waiting on the charge, obviously, on this. Wait for this. I know what he's waiting for, too, because with 8 bombs, he can double bomb Mom's Heart the entire time. Worrisome part is if you don't kill off those knights, which is why he's saving that charge there on the Necronomicon. So we'll see. Oh, he's not going to double bomb. I'll be damned. So I figured that maybe what he was there is the double bombing. He just didn't want to do it the first time. I see. I get why, too. I understand the theory of that now. I see what's going on. See, you slowly learn as you watch this happen enough. I'm starting to pick up another thing here, so you don't want to double bomb that first one, from what I've seen on everyone. Interesting. Ooh, getting a little too close there was Gambit. And again, doesn't even have to worry about those night spawns, so that was the portion I was thinking that maybe he was saving that charge for. Again, he will still use this, and Duke of Flies would be a pretty good time to take out a couple extra flies should they get near him. So he will actually use that Necronomicon. It's just a matter of when. He had it saved up just for that Night Spawn, though. Those get really trolly if your bombs miss and don't kill him instantly. And again, this would be another good place. I hate having to take this guy out. He has so much health. Hey, you get the right, Foom. Like last year, last I checked, you get the right to talk crap about the Bears. There we go. That's the part Gambit was going to use it for. So equal damage to everything in the room. But last I checked, last year, the Bears didn't make the playoffs and the Vikings did with the same record. So you've got the right, bro. You've got the right. I'm just saying, I'm a realistic Bears fan. You have the right. Alright, last little bit of damage. Gambit's got it. Liv staying out the rest of the time. I see the smile on his face, too. Everybody's having a good time with this. Poke a few floors back, taking out Gish, but it's going to be too little too late as Gambit will work out that last glob in here. And there we go. One last little bit of damage, and this will be over. As soon as the way up and the way down appear, you gotta survive. I love Poke for doing this every time. He had plenty of health. He was going to survive. 1-0 lead over on Gambit's side. Very nicely done by both racers. Pokedude on the left was making a really good comeback there. And I love the sportsmanship. Look at that. Immediately finds his room. Yeah, he's done resetting. So Gambit found it immediately, but we'll give Pokedude 2 minutes here to get his, and let alone get up and grab a stretch, whatever the case might be for both of them. So do the same. Grab yourself a drink. We'll be right back with round number 2. Gambit with a 1-0 lead right now is going to look for a 2-0 win. Pokedude going to look for back-to-back wins here and see if he can't pull off a win. So hang tight. We'll be right back with you. And again, we'll get you a link into both of their channels. Go meet Poke and Gambit during the during the break. We'll be right back with you in 2. I feel like I need to say like the Chuck Woolery thing every time I do that. We'll be right back in 2 and 2. No. What's up, Rob? Because of rain and arthritis or moving stuff? I'm guessing the latter. Ah, see, I was right the first time. It's probably because winter's kicking in. I know the pain, dude. I know the pain. I was thinking Scrabble, or not Scrabble, Jesus Christ, what the hell was the name of it? I guess it technically was, wasn't it? Why the hell, was it Scrabble? My god, I can't picture the name of the game. I can picture the game show, I can't picture the name of it though. Jesus. It had to be. Alright, we're back and we're clear of the ad, so we got round number 2 just about to begin here. Let me flip this back on over. And if I remember, I don't have hotkeys. Wow, Poke's still having to reset. Oh my god, there we go. At least we got something this time. Finally, see? We switch it back over. Poke finds his room. So, we're all set. We're ready to go for round number 2. And again, we got FullMetalGambit against Pokedude right now. Gambit's leading 1-0, so he's looking for one more win in the next 2 rounds. And looking to take a 2-0 win here if he can get in this next one. If I could do my math, that would be his... I don't math good. I forgot how many wins he has. Damn it, I'm terrible. Oh my god, Poke. That's beautiful. Oh, that's freaking beautiful. We're off and racing, so good luck to both of you guys again on round number 2. Ooh, Team Bean assemble? Nope, gonna reset this. Gambit's gonna take Lucky Foot and try this one. I like this. This could be interesting and a lot of stat ups on his side. No more bad pills. You get at worst neutral effects on Gambit's pills from here on out. This would be Gambit's 12th win, by the way, if he pulls this out. I had to look that up. I'm terrible and I forgot my stats within my own league. That's horrible. Yeah, Team No Bean? Hey, it happens. Not everybody likes items you have to get really up close and personal with. Wow, so much money in that secret room for Gambit. Thank you very much. Yeah, little chat, that's a reset happening for Poke. Every couple of rooms that would have spawned half a red heart for him. And again, yeah, useful to heal, but not what you want for your first item. Ooh, and speaking of that money, good thing to put it to use on Mom's Purse on Gambit's side. That's going to get him 2 trinket spots, so he'll be able to hold on to 2 pretty useful items if he comes across any. On that note, Poke this time not going to reset on the X-ray glasses. This one he's going to take. That gets you into all your secret and super secret rooms free of charge, gets you all of your exits bound open for you as well. So really good way to get a lot of free items and a lot of time saved if you can skip over a few rooms in the process. So he'll go into his secret room every side for him, so maybe he just skips on over a few rooms. Ooh, and speaking of that, like I said, immediate good find. The raw liver, one of the rarer items, gets Poke a lot of health up, 2 more containers on his side, so 5 now, and right on into his store free of charge, no key hadn't to be used, and right over to his boss fight. That's why those X-ray glasses are nice, guys. Those will help you save a lot of time and get a lot of free entrances to rooms you normally would not be able to get into. So both in their boss fights, Gambit just about done with Monstro here. And he'll wind up with another health container, his 4th. We got Poke fighting against the Pink Widow, who is much faster than all the other ones, jumps much more often too. Ooh, perfect bomb timing by Poke on that one. That could not have been better timing right there. And again, especially against the Pink Widow, that was literally spot on, frame perfect timing on the drop of that bomb. Beautiful job. And he's going to give himself another health container, his 6th. That also gives you a little bit of shot speed increase with the good lord, I can't think of names now. Herpety-dur with the stem cells that he just picked up. Wow, my brain just turned off, guys. Holy crap. I'm glad this is the last race of the night. I may just go straight up derpified after this one. Crack the Sky now, gonna replace D6 on Poke's side. That'll bring down random beams of light out of the sky. And again, it'll damage anything except for you that walks through them. With that flat penny that he had after the last floor as well, you notice Poke picked up coins. That actually has a 33% chance, oh my goodness, of spawning key for you as you pick up those coins. Gambit wants 2 cents. We're probably going to put out every fire here, hoping for some money. And look at that, Crack the Sky, paying dividends for Poke, getting right through Blue Larry Jr. in almost 1 hit of a spacebar. But we all saw that candle on Gambit's side. That's why he's putting out all these fires. Normally not a race technique, but he can easily make this time back if he finds this money. So 3 soul hearts here for Poke. He's also got an item rock with no bomb, which stinks, but free God Room as well, in which he's got the miter, so now a 50% chance that any red heart spawn for Pokedude is actually a blue soul heart, much easier to pick up for him and add on to that health total, which is almost capped out on the screen. So let's see, now with that money, I see that smirk on Gambit's face. Somebody's awful happy on the right side. Blue candle, and money left over, might I add. So Gambit's gonna go look for his boss fight, probably not care too much about item rooms, because the blue candle is slightly overpowered, guys. Every 4 seconds, watch the charge. He has to use it again, or he can use it again, I should say. Fires out that blue fire, which is exceptionally damaging. Ripped right through a champion enemy in 1 shot right there. Poke picking up a little bit more range up on his. Again, Mom's Lipstick, can't really see the effect of it, but again, does give you range up on your tears. Well, on his character, I should say, at the moment. He can't really see it too well. And again, how much more useful could that candle be? Also, oh, jeez. Useful item there, the Book of BOILeR, would double your damage on your tears every time you use that, but it's not a blue candle, so Book of BOILeR gets left behind. Bob, we love you, but what about Bob? We got a candle. Yes, I just made that joke, by the way. If you get that joke, I love you. Alright, Gambit into a Devil Deal. Nothing he wants to replace a spacebar item with, and does not want Cat o' Nine Tails. Gambit is one of our racers who hates changing his shot speed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Deep especially, because you got that immediately, but I'm sorry, guys. Anyways, I should also point out, Pokeana Catacombs XL version of his floor, so expansion XL version, has a golden key, if nothing else, so he's going to be able to get into every locked chest and room free of charge. But has an XL floor, meaning that Caves 1 and Caves 2 are combined together for him. Now, the question is, how much time will that save or hurt Pokedude here? Hinder, I guess. Lose. What's the word I'm looking for there? Lose. Whatever. Found his second item room, though, so again, has already gotten his 2 item rooms out of both of these caves floors in one. He's gonna have 2 side-by-side boss fights to deal with yet. Speaking of boss fights, Gambit, not caring about these item rooms, rips through Blighted Ovum, another health container for him. Finds his item room immediately as he's down on Caves 2 now. Yeah, I don't really know of any space use item that I would replace the candle with, and it would take a lot, honestly. And definitely not the pills. Gambit will grab a free one here. Again, Poke found himself a banned item. Yeah. I was gonna say Gambit paused for some. I don't know what the deal was there, but anyways, Poke found himself a banned item in the scroll, so let's see those spam scrolls show up in chat. Again, those are Dead Sea Scrolls that had shown up, one of our 7 banned items. Not allowed to take them. You can re-roll them, but Poke got rid of his D6 quite a while ago in favor of that Crack the Sky, which has paid dividends, but again, has to skip that second item now. Could give you a one-time use. It's random space use items on that Dead Sea Scrolls, but could give you 2 of our other banned items, the Shovel and the Holy Bible. Oh, Moonstrats? Gambit gonna port, oh look at this, into his Seeker Room, another space use item, but it's not the blue candle. That unicorn horn's cool, but yeah, not that handy this time. Look at this, almost every coin Poke picked up, flat penny enacted, so tons of keys for him. And look at this, Moonstrats got Gambit. This is why we call him Moonstrats, guys. See what happened there? Mooncard teleports Gambit into his Seeker Room, walks out of it, right over to his boss fight. So that's why we call them Moonstrats. That's exactly what we're talking about, saving time by getting through your Seeker Room right over to a special room, usually the boss fight. Yeah, you, sir, are not a candle. Goodbye. Alright, box of items, 1 of everything going to show up here, so Gambit will pick up a coin. In this case is not really useful, but umbilical cord will spawn, I can't remember the name of the, oh my god, I can't think of which one it spawns for you now. Spawns a, if you get down to half a red heart, leave the room and then go into the next one. It's gonna spawn a follower for you, whose name for the life of me is escaping me now. Either way though, Gambit killing off that boss on down to his depths. Another XL floor, so he's got both depths floors combined together into one. Same thing that you're looking at on Poke's side. And again, Poke's been playing that Blood Machine, got the portable IV bag, so he can play a Blood Machine whenever he wants to if he really needs some extra money, for example. Now, you're not going to get the actual blood bag out of the portable one. You know, I'm sorry for smacking the mic, but you're only going to get it, and this is going to be an interesting room. Wow, that's where you want your portable IV bag, so Poke may come back to that. He's going to save those as heals for the time being, but if he wants a lot of money, that's a room to abuse that portable IV bag in. Little Steven, thank you. Wow, I could not think of his name. So, umbilical cord, like I said, you get down to half a red heart, leave the room. Little Steven will spawn for you to follow you around until such time as you heal. Muted. Alright, looks like Gambit's gonna try over on the right side instead of up at top here. And might as well try the outskirts. Yeah, nothing else up here, so unless it's in the middle, which I doubt it is, Gambit's probably going to try for everything down on the lower side. Bad part is there's probably an item room attached to one of those 3 up top. We'll find out down here, though. And again, Gambit really not going to care if he does skip over his item rooms. I think he'd be perfectly happy to find his 2 back-to-back boss fights on this floor. Although, speaking of it, there's one of the item rooms. So, moot point on what I was just saying. It's like I bring it up and the game knows about it, I swear. Oh, speaking of Crack the Sky, again, you're not the blue candle, so gonna be left behind. Poke was using that until he took the IV bag with him. Alright, let's see where this breaks off to up at the top. I'm thinking boss fights are gonna show up here. Gambit's going to do some gambling. Again, purple slot machines can give you cards. In this case, Justice will spawn one of every type of item. Like I said, Poke was saving all these hearts for heals to be on the safe side. Good move. Ooh, and check that out. So there's what he was really hoping for. Curved Horn, +2 damage on his tears. Another Justice card, one of every type of item. Let's see, he'll take Curved Horn, probably Kane's Eye would be my guess. And of course, it's switching out 2 trinkets at the same time on him. So he may just have to take umbilical cord with him at this point. He may just give up on that. Okay, he's got half of what he wants. Let's see if we can't... Nope, it's just going to move them all down at the same time. I would just take that and be on with it. Yeah, he's going to give up on Kane's Eye. Would have given him a 25% chance the Gambit would have seen the compass effect on the next floor, but he wants that Curved Horn for the plus damage on his tears. So he'll give up and just take umbilical cord with them. And again, like I was saying, probably your boss fights up here. Indeed, both of them for Gambit back-to-back. Let's get a Judgy Please for Poke. Ooh, 2 diamonds will double up that money. Again, should have plenty to get something to spawn out of this guy, but we'll see. They can be douches. And all the money forever showing up, let alone all the keys forever. 17 now for Poke. This is getting ridiculous. Gambit melting on through his first boss fight. Here's Red Mom, one of the expansion versions I was talking about. Now, the trick with this, there's 2 different ones. Let me explain this. Red Mom will stomp her foot down very quickly here. What you just saw was the second part I wanted to bring up. Blue Candle will melt into those closed doors. Doesn't even matter if they're open or not. So again, bunches of pills here. Oh my god. Telepills for Gambit. What? Yeah, even he's like, wait, what just happened here? How did this even? So, he had already cleared out the floor, but an I Am Error Room gets him a free Magneto if he wants it, and tons more pills. Fire rate increase. Tear rate increase. Fire rate again. More range up. Let's see. Bad gas. Nothing real special. More range up. Another range up down below. Another one there. Another one here. Let's see what this one is. Luck up. Why not? Another bad gas to take with him. He'll leave Magneto behind. Move on down to the womb. Wow. So all the I Am Error Rooms this week. What is up with this? Yeah, wrong floor, Gambit says magic. Let's get another Judgy, please. Nothing for him. That's why I love you guys. Wrong floor, jackass. Oh, man, good time. So again, had already cleared the floor, but that gives you a passageway down to the next floor. I was going to make a point that you're stuck in Mom's foot room unless you can teleport out. Go figure, Gambit finds telepills. 6.66% chance. Wow, I'm dyslexic. There is a Judgy Please paying off, so 5 extra bombs, poison damage on those bombs, and every other one for Gambit. Excuse me, though. So like I was saying, you got a very we're saying under 7% chance this time of getting an I Am Error Room, but wow, we've seen a few this week. Ridiculous. Judgy, finally, thank you. Bombs are always welcomed in runs. Always useful things. Oh, they're useful, don't misunderstand me, but again, if you guys didn't pay attention last night, Boss came across one of those in the womb too, accidentally. Same way the Gambit just did. He was trying to heal and wound up teleporting down to Shale because he got stuck and can't get, he could have gotten back out. We didn't realize it at the time, but a good point was made that Boss actually could have killed himself because he had 9 lives dead cat, spawned right back outside and been back where he was. So it could have gotten him back out, but he went down to Shale anyways because he would have lost 2 hearts on that 9 lives build. So it's up in the air. That's a what do you do situation. Boss chose to go to Shale. And again, didn't really pay off. That was a pretty trolling moment right there by the game, I gotta say. Ooh, and Gambit in a nasty room here. Again, thankfully with that blue candle, 2 hearts will also double up the amount of hearts you have filling your containers. So if he uses that now, for example, there you go. He goes from 2 to 4 hearts filling that. Poke working on Gertie Jr., who's shown up a ton this evening. And gonna get himself another health container, his 7th already, and move on to his second boss fight. He'll face the Husk this time, champion version of it, so he's gonna spit out bomb flies, as you just saw. Alright, Hermit card actually is a random teleport, so why the heck not? Ah, Gambit just went back down to the bottom of the map. Again, since there's no stars in the womb, those become random teleports. So do stars cards, for that matter, seeing as there's no item rooms. Yeah, I don't think any of our racers are, in round 2 and beyond, ever going to take random pills in the womb 2 unless they know what their telepills already look like. So yeah, there will be no random teleporting by people, because if you get screwed into that, you're up a creek and you have to reset. So yeah, if you can't find a way to get to the cathedral and around where we finish at the cathedral, you're up a creek. So I think for safety's sake, unless they know what telepills look like, nobody's taking those rounds. Yeah, Gambit finding his boss fight's gonna go back and grab himself those heals that he has out on the floor. And I'll leave that half a heart sitting out, because just in case he filled it up with a 1 full heart container anyways, no use picking them both up here. At least that way, if he does take damage, he has another way to go back and heal. Alright, another health container and some damage up for Poke. You can't do that, cat. I love you too, and they want to hear you, but not that way. Again, Gambit on into a Loki 2 fight. Already melted through the first one, quite literally with that candle. Ooh, just missed on Loki's movement there. There we go, that one's going to do the most of the damage. Another health container, number 6 for Gambit, and he'll be moving down to the womb too, looking for a 2-0 win here. One more floor to clear out. And just more Loki showing up everywhere. Full one this time as a mini-boss for him. Not even a legit mini-boss, but that does happen in the womb. You're going to get a lot of bosses showing up. Ooh, triple Gertie Juniors. And yeah, they are the blue ones, so you're guaranteed a blue soul heart at the end of this room. So Gambit might as well at this point finish it off. Wow, that's just not being fun for him. There we go, 2 of them dead. There's one of those soul hearts. Wow, is he actually going to get 2 out of this? Is he really going to get 2? Okay, I was going to say, so it spawned a soul heart early. That was kind of weird. And speaking of making up some time, Poke's doing just that. Has found his boss fight already here on Depths 1, so worked his way right on over to it thanks to his I've Seen Everything classes. We'll see if he chooses to do that or find his item room. He does have 25 keys after all. Ooh, but knowing the time constraint and knowing that possibly, again, they are on a call together, but knowing that Gambit's just found himself Mom's Heart himself. Yep, there we go. Oh, God. Poke gonna move into his boss fight and have to deal with Mask of Infamy. Probably the worst thing that you could possibly see at the moment for Poke. Other than the fact that Gambit might be about to close this out here as he's into Mom's Heart, as I said. One last boss fight for him to take out. Yeah, that room was not kind to Gambit. At least it spawned the Soul Heart early, but, you know. Either way, worst boss fight in the game over on Poke's side. And again, you can see why. That thing will beeline for you. You have to take out the heart first. It'll open up the back of this mask, and then you can damage it directly. But again, no health bar. Yeah, it's a troll. So Gambit already 50% of the way through Mom's Heart here. Oh, God. How is that close enough? Oh, the shot. I didn't even see that. Wow. Okay, I didn't even see that till it was too late. But I think that says it all for Poke right there. He's not crying. That's rain. It's rain. It's raining in Green Bay. Yep, totally. Nope, it's rain. Yep. Hides it well. No, seriously, that was a cheap shot there, and not the way you want to see that ended. But again, Gambit, a 2-0 win over on the right side. Very nicely done, sir, as he's taken